Oh my gosh. Oh my God, it's huge. Taking me 1,200 miles to get here, and it's a lot later than I wanted to be. It's 7 o'clock. The plan was to paddle about 5 miles tonight and camp on Indian Island, do some fishing along the way, and maybe catch dinner, cook dinner, and that was going to be wonderful. But it's so late, it took me a lot longer to get here than I thought. I'm going to check out some other campsites and see if I can maybe just camp somewhere closer to the launch. 1,200 miles it took me to get here. 1,200 miles to Cranberry Lake. So I'm pretty excited about this trip. Hopefully the fish are biting. Supposed to get some really bad weather. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day. 100% chance. I don't know how much I'm gonna get out in that. I may take it easy and chill out in the hammock. Or I may fish, who knows? I brought rain gear. I won't melt. But right now I'm gonna get paddling and hopefully catch some fish tonight. First fish. First fish of the trip. Yeah. It's a little baby smallmouth on the whopper plopper. There's two. Uh-oh. Got my net. Little smallie. See you, buddy. He crushed the whopper plopper. I did not get skunked. I came 1,200 miles to catch some fish in Cranberry Lake in the Adirondack Mountains. I was a little worried I would get skunked. I did not get skunked. Now, the fish was only 6 inches long, and that's okay. At least I didn't get skunked. It's almost 8 o'clock, and I can't have more than about an hour of daylight left, and I still have at least a mile to paddle, which isn't that far, but that's to the first campsite, and I've never been there before. It may not be okay for a hammock, and I may end up sleeping on the ground. So if I get there with enough daylight left, I can go another mile to another campsite that might set up better for my hammock. I put the rod away. I'm just gonna head to the campsite and get set up, make dinner, and then if I feel like it, I'll get back in the boat and fish around where I'm camping, or just fish from the shore. I don't want to be stupid and get stuck out here in the mountains when it's gonna get down in the low 50s tonight and not be set up. That would not be smart. So I thought that was my camp right back there, but it's not. It's actually, let me spin you around. There's a little dock right there. That's where I'm going. This is camp. Not bad. I can set up my hammock right there between that big tree and that tree right there. Or let's go up the hill and see what's up here in the shelter. Since it's gonna rain tonight, if there's nobody here, and I can, I'll pitch my hammock in the shelter so I don't have to mess with the rain tomorrow. This is nice. Got a shelter, and super important, can you see that right there? Yeah, that's a privy. I don't have to dig a hole in the ground to poop. That's exciting. So the shelter's pretty sweet, but I think what I'm gonna do is just pitch my hammock here, and then if the rain gets super bad and I need to cook or something, I did bring a second tarp for that very purpose, but instead, I think I'll just use the shelter for doing anything like that. It's 8:15. I gotta get camp set up. How does it look? Pretty good. Nice ridge line. I'm high enough off the ground. All right. We got a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Bad news is I need to reverse it. This is the low end. That's the high end. That end is a little bit higher. Your feet should always be a little bit higher than your head. And if your head's higher, you sink down in the hammock and it makes for a bad night's sleep. So I'm gonna flip it. I'm using the Dutchware Chameleon. It comes with these cool little pullouts to keep the hammock out. I've never tried them. I'm gonna try them. Let's give it a test. All right. Wow. I'm not going to start a fire tonight because I just don't have time to get wood. I still got to make my dinner, finish getting the hammock site ready. I think that's it for me tonight. Early morning wake up, I'm going to kill some smallmouth. I'm excited. Good morning. It's just after daylight. I just got up, got moving. It rained all night. It started about midnight and it pretty much pitter-pattered off and on. Sometimes it was heavy, but pretty much all night long. Slept good except for a couple of critters that came through camp last night. I don't know what they were. That woke me up. Other than that, slept pretty good. Now I am walking down the hill to check on the kayak. Hopefully it's still there. Walking down the hill slowly in my flip-flops. And I see a boat. That is good. So everything's gonna be wet. It should be okay. Nothing here should matter. I wonder if they'll hit the whopper plopper. I'm going to put the camera down for a minute and throw the whopper plopper and see if I can catch one. It didn't end so well. As soon as I started throwing the whopper plopper, the bottom fell out and it started raining again. Luckily the shelter's here, so I don't have to spend all day cooped up in the hammock. I can at least sit down and eat some food and watch the rain fall. I don't think I'm going to fish in this because it's really windy. So I would be wet and it's really tough to fish in this wind anyways. It's supposed to rain all day. Maybe I'll get lucky and maybe it'll stop sometime this morning and I can get out and move around. I'd like to get in about 5 or 6 miles today. I'm not trying to go far. The purpose isn't to go far. It's just to kind of explore the lake and really fish. There's campsites all around the lake, so I can stop wherever I want, really, but I'd like to go 5, 6, 7 miles. No real itinerary, just kind of chilling and fishing and sleeping and doing whatever I want to do. Camp is broken down. Just going to finish my coffee, pack up everything, take it down to the boat, and get out of here. But it's raining again. I got rain gear. I'm just going to throw it on and get after it. Fish will still bite in the rain. I'll just be a little uncomfortable. I think I can handle it though. It's pretty miserable out here. It's blowing really hard. It's raining, hasn't stopped raining, and it's really tough to fish, so I'm just trying to make distance now. It's not very much fun at the moment. But oddly, it still beats working. So, I'd rather do this. Okay, it kind of sucks. It's raining really hard now. wind is really whipping. It's all I can do to paddle across this lake. Got 150 yards, but it's taking me forever to get there. This sucks. And there's no shelter here. I have to string my tarp. So that's gonna suck too. It's gonna be a fun afternoon. It's noon. I'm hungry. I need to eat some hot food. But I can't because I only have 3 dinners. Planned on eating a lot of fish, but everything's gonna be wet, so I won't have a way of cooking it. Almost there. Got to the campsite. There is no shelter here. Very exposed. Set up my tarp just for a shelter, not for the hammock. Just to have somewhere to get out of the rain. Oh. I'm not really feeling it. It's really exposed here. A lot of wind. I got to come up with plan B. The rain has finally stopped. I'm not in love with this campsite. If more storms come through, I'd like to be close to a shelter, and I don't really know where another one is. For those of you that have ever wondered what an Adirondack privy looks like, there you go. Full of crickets. That would be fun to jump on you right when you sit down. Those. But I gotta do this, so here's nothing. Glad that's done. That almost turned into a real crappy situation. The rain has stopped enough for me to fish, so I'm gonna throw this little airtail rattler here, grande bass, on a shaky head and see if I can catch bass. So I've caught 2 so far on the trip, but they're like this big, tiny, itty bitty fish. So let's see if there's any bigger ones here. There's a fish. There's a fish. All right. Yes. Not first. Yes. Man. That joker pulls. Holy smokes. Jeez. Oh, I can't see anything. Yes. I actually want to eat this fish, but everything is wet, so I'm not going to be able to find any dry firewood. That was the first cast behind me on the airtail rattler. He is... I don't think he'll keep. Yeah, he will. Heck yeah. See you, little fella. Grande bass, you have done a fine job with this airtail rattler. This thing is cool looking. It just hops down those rocks and keeps the tail up. Man, I think if a fish sees it, it's over. Fish. Good Lord, these fish pull. He ain't even big. Get out of there. Oh, yes it is too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's huge. Oh my god! Oh my god! I just caught a huge largemouth. Oh my god. Well, I mean, he's not huge, but Oh! Yes! Yes! Yeah! Yes! Sorry, camera. How's that for an Adirondack bass? Yes! See you, buddy. So this is kind of bad. The wind has turned down and darker clouds have rolled in, and the lake is kind of flattened off a little bit. I think this is the proverbial calm before the storm. I'm about to get wet. Yes! Yes! Good grief. Yes. All right. The first cast with the drop shot gets me a nice smallie. I'll take it. Heck yeah. That's a good eater too. Camp. Night 2. It'll work. Well, that's going to be it for me today. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you liked it, press the thumbs up, give me a like, give me a subscribe, leave me some comments. I really appreciate it. Lets me know if I'm doing a good job or not. But like I always say, you guys get outdoors.